Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. This is great. It's kind of crazy, right? So we went through that whole first Batman The Adventures Continue Season 1 miniseries thing, and at times there were parts of it that felt like, yeah, this is pretty Batman the Animated Series-y. There were moments, but it hasn't really been until the last couple issues of this miniseries that the book has really felt like, hey, this is the cartoon. And this issue, the story that they got going on right now, which I really want to spoil everything about it and tell you everything that's going on, but I can't obviously because I try not to do spoilers if I can avoid it. But this issue, it just cements it, man. The stuff that's going on right now, like just come in here, give it a thumbs up. Like that's all you can do. That's all you can do. It's that good. I don't even know where to start showing you. Let's start with the cover. Now, this is a little hyperbolic. Batman is not an outlaw in this book, but like the story is kind of trending in that direction, if it makes any sense. I mean, we've done like Outlaw Batman before. You go watch Mask of the Phantasm. What happens about halfway through the movie? Oh, the cops think Batman is a murderer, and now the cops are chasing Batman because, oh, they think he's a murderer. Like, we've done that kind of story before. It's been done in the comics, it's been done in the cartoon. And we're not at that point in the story. But where we are is some really satisfying stuff. So a disgraced former mayor, this dude right here, has come back. And he's running for mayor again. Mayor Hill's son, this is the blonde guy, like right here, is also running for mayor. Because Mayor Hill's kind of dead because he got possessed slash whatever, like, he joined the Court of Owls, became evil, got killed. Like, there, done. Story over. Story time's over, guys. Um, that's a little wild of a plot line. And I gotta admit, I didn't really like that plot line. And this actually makes me wonder if the Hamilton Hill High School in Batman Beyond is actually named after the son instead of the father. Or maybe it's named after both. I'm not sure. So you got like this political machination aspect of it. It's handled really well. The mayor, or the guy who's running for mayor, oh, I don't even remember his name. Mayhew, I think. He is charming. He says all the right things, and he's having an effect on people. And you may notice he always seems to be carrying around this cane, but he's got a good excuse. He had a stroke. He's been doing like some Tai Chi to recover and stuff, but once you've been weakened physically, it's very hard to recover completely from that, so having a cane or whatever makes sense, right? Mayor, Mayor Hill's son is like, yo, can you get the Batman to endorse, or Bruce Wayne to endorse me to Dick? Because there's Mr. Grayson. And Dick's like, I don't know, I'll try. And Bruce is like, no. Which is funny, because later in the book, Bruce gets caught unawares and says some things he probably shouldn't have said. So that is a great setup and a great payoff. Like, that's how you do it. It's a Chekhov's gun, except with the concept of political endorsements. Like, I'm there for you, man. I'm there, 100%. I get it. Batman confronts the guy at his house. Like, there's just so much good stuff in this issue. I don't even know where to really stop. Like, the weakest part in the story, this is going to be really funny when I say it. And let me flip over to where it happens. Let's see. Sorry, it's later in the book than I thought it was. Yeah. The weakest part of the book is actually the fight scene. Like, go figure, right? The weakest part of the book, the thing that I always go, oh man, I hope this book has a great fight scene or whatever, is actually the fight scene. If the fight scene wasn't necessary to set up a plot point, I would say you could just take the fight scene out. Fortunately, the fight scene actually is the setup for like the next chunk of the story. It gives a clue, or it leads to an investigation, which gives a clue, which helps drive the story forward. It's all so well done. This is a fantastic book. I don't know what else to say. I love the art in almost every panel. The story is just being masterfully directed. Like this really feels like a multi-part episode of the cartoon, and that's kind of the thing that was missing for so long in so many of these previous issues was they didn't feel like they belonged as part of the cartoon. They didn't tell the story with the same beats. They didn't. It felt like they didn't respect the cartoon. I don't know. Maybe that's me projecting onto the book, but definitely they weren't telling the story in the same way as the cartoon did. This story here, this new story arc, Mayor Mayhem, is doing that. It absolutely is. And the series is really picked up. And I think if you can find issue 5 and issue 6, you should pick those up. You can just pick them up, start reading them. You don't need to read any of the previous stuff. Like, you just go from there. All right, you all have a great day. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hope to see you again next time. Did I say again? Whatever. Bye-bye.